Hola, hi. I am Veronica or Veronica. As my name and probably my accent will tell you, English is not my native language. I am from Paraguay in South America, and my native language is Spanish. I am an international student attending a North American college. Going to college is a big deal, no matter where you are from. You leave home, you meet new people, and you are challenged by a higher level of education. Now, imagine doing all of this and not being able to speak, or read, or listen, or learn in your own language. I want to learn. I have dreams to one day go back to my country and establish a big media industry and make movies and all of that. I need to learn. And I want to make friends. I need friends. I want people to know who I really am and how I really think. And I want to know others in the same way. But sometimes language keeps that from happening. My friends and I often talk about what it's like to be an international student, and we want others to know about the difficulties and the opportunities along the way.
What time is it?
You never wait for me.
Wait. We say in the comments. Okay?
No, we say in front the comments. You say in front the comments.
It's
16.
12:30.
I was waiting for you guys.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
How was your day? What did you
Fine.
think?
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I have a quiz today, yeah. And
Do you have to study a lot?
yes, I studied. But the thing is that we have a quiz, and in the last part of the quiz we had to do an essay, and it's really different from when I do an essay in my language, you know. It's really different to do an essay in English, so
Yeah.
I had a test in one of my classes, and my professor, I did really bad on it. Oh my goodness. I studied hard for it, but I talked to the professor, and he's like, oh, I understand because of your language, it might be hard to take a test. I know you speak Mexican in your country. I'm like, I'm from Nicaragua.
Yeah.
A Mexican is not a language. Come on.
My professor that time, he said Mexican, referring to Spanish, and that's okay. And I didn't feel offended. I knew that he was caring for my education. He wanted me to improve in my academics, and I really appreciated that. I know that many professors, that's their intention. And it's really difficult to take notes and just understand basic historical events in English when you learned it in Spanish. And so it's difficult, but I think with the support that professors can offer to you, you can definitely carry through.
When I studied for a test, I remember last year, I had a book and I had my dictionary there, and it took me so long because I had to be reading for history and then with my dictionary. That was hard.
Yeah, I speak English, but then it's still difficult. I mean, you know, you still have lots of assignments and stuff. So
More work to do.
yeah, it's involving. Yeah, takes a lot of time consuming, basically.
Yeah.
for me, like the thing which is really difficult is the pronunciation. Still, yeah. Sometimes I want to say something and they are like, what? What are you saying? There is nothing more frustrating than knowing that you are saying the correct word but pronunciating it wrong.
Pronunciating?
Pronunciating? Yeah.
Pronouncing.
Pronouncing it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, that's word. Yeah, like for example, one time I was in my room and I was just studying and stuff, and then a friend came and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I have to write 2 urinals." And then he was like, "2 urinals?" And then, "Yeah, 2 urinals. Don't ever say that again. It's journal, not urinal." Oh, best.
Compared to my country, you don't really have the professor's email or cell phone number, so you can't really interact with them. So
You just have to wait till class to actually ask them questions, or
yeah, something like that. And sometimes it's much of a bore. So yeah, it makes learning really easy out here.
That's something really cool about the culture of America. You know, they help each other to accomplish the goal.
We are much more kind of touchy. Like we hug and kiss.
I miss hugging.
I know.
Yeah.
You should do it.
Yeah, my first day, I was meeting a girl, and I tried to get near her face to give her a kiss, and she wasn't getting back. What are you trying to do? I was like, what?
Yeah, that scared me when I just got here, and I was like, "Hello," and I came.
Person space.
Sometimes I'm self-conscious about my language. Like, I don't know if I'm saying the right thing, if I'm saying it the right way. And sometimes, like, I mean, they make fun of of how I speak, but I know it's because they're my friends. But I never know if I should take it seriously or if it's a joke.
how would you guys like think it'd be the best for me to kind of come up and talk to them?
Well, I think like when you ask someone like how are you, you basically you're asking a question, so you stop and say hi. Just what happens here a lot in campus, you're just walking by and say, "Hey, how are you?" So you just walk by. And I stop and I say, "Well, you want to know, or you just say hi?"
I've realized something in the United States. It's like most people here are really friendly. To me, I think they're more outgoing than people in Ghana. Like they're really fun to be with. Yeah.
Yeah.
thing, but if you meet a North American who has never met a foreigner, they don't know how to, talk to an American, foreigner, start a talk and conversation. So I think we kind of gotta understand their, mind and like that.
Yeah.
And sometimes we need to approach them first.
Yeah.
I thought when I first came to college, I thought I was going to get all these people coming after me and asking questions and starting a conversation and asking, about my life and, how I feel, like different and all this stuff. But that wasn't the case. So actually the fact was that I have to approach them first and start the conversation. And I had to introduce myself to them first because I felt like most of them didn't know how to react to foreigners or didn't know how to start a conversation with the foreigners. So for example, in my case, I went to them first and I introduced myself and I told them my name and where I was from. And whenever I said I was from Mexico, they were like, "Oh, are you from Mexico?" I was like, "Yes." And that's how I started the conversation with them. And we got into deeper conversation and they started opening their minds and themselves to me, and they introduced themselves too, and that's how I became friends with them.
People think if they met a Mexican that they are the same as the other countries, and it's no, I come from a different country. It's not the same, even though we talk Spanish. It's not the same country.
I have one of my professors. She does this, and I love it. She wants to know what we do in our country. So when she mentions, how did I do it in Nicaragua? I'm oh wow, I feel part of the class because I can't relate with anything of the United States.
In class, I had really, really hard professor. He was really friendly outside of class and everything like that, but when it comes about the grading, he was grading really hard. It would be really good if the professor grades hard at the same time so that you can learn.
We also need to know why we made the mistakes, because if we just made mistakes and okay, we got it wrong. Why because in Spanish it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense in English.
So you tell them we're gonna meet at 3:30 in one place, and if you're gonna be at 3:30 in that place, you're really gonna wait for 1 hour. I used to that, so I say 3:30, I get there at 4. But I know I'm not gonna wait that much. But in here, you say 3:30, and they really be there at 3:30.
No, they're here at 3:20.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Be who you are and share with others. Be open-minded and learn about others. And share who you are.
If you just sit in your room and say, "Oh, I miss home. Oh, I just want to leave. Oh, I hate this place," No, get involved. Go meet people.
Yeah.
You know.
It's really, it's really hard when you get homesick.
It is, but then if you get involved and
If you're busy.
interact with people, then you still will feel homesick, but
Yeah.
you know it's less.
And know there's a
Yeah.
period you're gonna have a time where you're gonna be sad, and that's normal too.
It is normal. It's so normal to be sad.
Yeah.
I think that I was sad because it was a culture shock. I missed a lot of the people, and when I greet people, they would just be like, "Hi," and then I wanted to hug them, I wanted to kiss them, but I couldn't. And that's one of the things, the contact that I had with people, the physical contact, like hugging them or, yeah. And then I also missed the food. We had common food. I don't have anything against common food, but sometimes it's not as good. And I really miss my lemon, because I always had lemon and salt, and they had different dressings and for salad or different kinds of food. So I really miss the food that I had.
I am Vero. I am from Paraguay in South America. I'm studying in the United States.
Hello, I'm Sam. I was born in Korea. I was raised in Mexico, and I'm going to school in the States right now.
Hola, I am Wendy, and I'm from Nicaragua in Central America, and I am going to college in the United States.
Hi, I'm Ana Lucia. I'm from South America, Paraguay. I go to college in the United States.
And I am a student without borders.